Okay, xin chào tất cả các bạn. Mình là Vivian và ngày hôm nay mình rất là vinh hạnh khi được quay trở lại ngôi nhà chung của The TVFACE năm 2025, mùa giải tiếng nói tạo tiếng vang. Và rất là cảm ơn anh Tấn Tài là tác giả của format chương trình gương mặt truyền hình đã có lời mời đến Vivian để tham gia một cái buổi quay podcast cũng như là một cái buổi thử thách nho nhỏ dành cho các bạn thí sinh, dành cho 20 gương mặt mới của gương mặt truyền hình. Và ngày hôm nay thì thử thách của mình nó cũng không có quá khó đâu mấy bạn. Nó chỉ là một số những cái cách để mà chúng ta có thể truyền đạt một số những cái thông điệp với tư cách là một MC song ngữ. Và có thể có một cái thử thách là mình dịch live những cái lời mà khách mời của mình chia sẻ với lại khán giả. Thì chia sẻ về background của mình một xíu thì mình xuất phát điểm không phải là MC song ngữ, mình là phiên dịch viên cabin và mình đã có 5 năm kinh nghiệm làm phiên dịch cabin rồi. Cho nên là về mặt ngoại hình hoặc là về mặt tự tin để mà có thể nói trước công chúng, để mà chia sẻ với các bạn thì chắc là sẽ không có bằng các bạn MC ở đây. Nhưng mà mình mong là những cái giá trị mà mình có thể chia sẻ được về mặt ngôn ngữ, về mặt lựa chọn từ vựng trong tiếng Anh lẫn cả tiếng Việt để các bạn có thể phỏng vấn hoặc là các bạn có thể phiên dịch cho những nhân vật tầm cỡ và có thể tạo ra cho mình một cái dấu ấn riêng bằng giọng nói. Và chắc là mình sẽ bắt đầu chuyển ngữ qua tiếng Anh, và nếu có bất kỳ một cái thắc mắc nào thì mình rất là mong nhận được sự đóng góp cũng như là những câu hỏi từ tất cả mọi người ở đây. Thank you. Hello everyone, I'm Vivian and currently I'm the founder and CEO at the V Language. I have more than 5 years of experience as a simultaneous interpreter, and I used to be the contestant of the TVFACE 2022 Heartbeats. So I'm really honored to receive the invitation from Mr. Tấn Tài, who is the host as well as one of my mentors in the last season. And when coming back to our house today, I'm really honored and happy to be the host of the podcast today and to show some of our new MCs some skills in simultaneous interpretation, in podcast, and in some strategies that would help them to leverage their confidence to meet up with the politicians, businessmen, business leaders, as well as those KOLs who have the influence for the society. So let's start with our podcast today with Mr. Phạm Quang Vinh, our former Deputy Minister of the Ministry of Foreign Affairs. Please help me give a warm welcome to Mr. Phạm Quang Vinh. So thank you for receiving our invitation during this podcast. And I'm your fan for so many years because when I was a child, my dream was to become a diplomat. So can you share with us, the youngsters here, firstly, your journey of becoming a diplomat, and later on, after the retirement, you decided to join a lot of events as an influencer. And some of the event that I know is Miss Cosmo 2023.
Actually, I was not born to be a diplomat. By luck, I was chosen as one. And the question here is that it was a time of Vietnam's reunification. And it was very much good that foreign service has been expanded. And I was a part of that one, and I studied in the University of Foreign Affairs and later on become a diplomat. The journey is long, 38 years altogether before my retirement. I was posted twice in New York to our mission to the UN, and later on one posting in Thailand, Bangkok, and then back again to the US as ambassador of Vietnam to the US from 2014 to 2018. And it was quite a long story, but one thing I can share with you is that as a diplomat, you are connecting Vietnam and the world and Vietnam. So the question here is that you are the connector, and in between how you can do the best things to connect your country with the others and vice versa. Different people have a different strategy and techniques to do that. But to me, it's kind of heart-to-heart communication will be the greatest thing. Certainly you need to learn the skills, but skills are just one part of the story. The question is that first, you must have the knowledge. If you can speak, from your own heart, then you have the knowledge in mind and at heart as well. Always speak with the knowledge, but from the heart. In that way, you can influence people. You can communicate with the people. I have a story like this. In foreign affairs, there are rules for speaking, especially for communication with foreign people. You have guidelines instructed by the government. You have a platform instructed by the government. But how you move around that without errors and without wrongdoings, that is a question, that is your skill. So I often talk to younger people that between lies and do not speak the truth, there's a long list of other things you can do. So my advice is that when you cannot speak the truth, don't lie to people. That I share with many youngsters. You can have a nod, you can just say, oh, this question is too difficult, I can speak to you later on. The message here is that the question is difficult, but you continue to engage yourself with your partners. And that's the story. And they know that one day you will have some part of the answer to them. Keep the line of communication, keep the line of engagement, keep the line of relationship. That is the story.
Thank you. So as I want to follow the question that I asked you previously, so from the position of a diplomat after your retirement, you have made a lot of decisions, right? Firstly is to use the social media channel like Facebook, Twitter, or other kinds of networks in order to reach the young generations. And one of the platforms that you choose to spread your opinions as well as most of your followers, people may think that the adults are mostly the elderly ones who really care about politics. But now I realize that many of your followers are at our age, which are very young. So how could you diversify such diverse and variety segmentation of audience, and how would you ensure that you will influence them on the level that you want?
I don't know. Maybe it's instinct. That's one thing. I don't know. I never think how I will interact with the young people. So it has been part of me personally. I'm not quite sure. I never had any time to think too much about it. But the other thing is that I always consider my interlocutor, my partner, as friends. It's not because of the gap of generation or the gap of age or gap of professions or whatever. And in order to have friends, everything we interact will be some kind of value added. So you need first that if you interact with some people, you will get something new, and that can be very much good, and you can offer something. It's only that way. But across the board, and the underlying thing is that you need to treat them as friends, despite the gap of age, despite the gap of profession or whatever.
So, as an influencer, that's the thing I want to call you, on social media, and you mentioned about the representation of each of this contestant sitting in this room. So are there any kind of advice or strategies for them in order to promote a better image of Vietnam, to show the world what is Vietnam as an MC or as a KOL?
The first thing is that different contexts will have different focus in preparation for that. So if you are in front of people talking about cultural diversity, you have to prepare yourself from the heart, that and tolerance is the number one thing. But if you are in political context, then representation of the nation will be the key point. And if you are in a gathering talking on one common topic, like I just mentioned to you, climate change, then you have to focus on how we can work together. So different actual context and environment, you have to prepare yourself differently. And also the approach is different as well. Now come to the question of how to bring the image of the country to the world. First, as I mentioned already, you must know your country so that you can bring your country to the world. Second, you must get deep into your heart some points of your countries that you feel you're most interested. In that way, you can present it as from your own heart. Don't be, I just my way of speaking. Don't just be pirating, like
Pirate.
Oh, I was sure. Don't be pirating, and the pirate is nothing. We are the real person, a representative, a presenter, and above all, communicator. Communicator first is the knowledge. Communicator first is communication before anything else. So be true to yourself and speak from the heart, or try to speak from the heart. Learn everything, put it in here, put it in there, and speak with the people as friends. People will tell you all sorts of skills, including verbal skills, non-verbal skills. I'm not the one who are very much good at non-verbal skills. I'm very much focused on verbal skills in order to survive. But the best way is to control yourself and to present yourself both verbally and non-verbally, is put it in here.
So before our last question to our guest today, I just want to say that Mr. Vin just mentioned that everything has to come from our hearts, right? That's why in 2022, our topic was heartbeats. Thank you.
Oh, is that?
Yeah. So as for the last question before coming up to our challenges for the contestant today, I just want to ask a very simple question, is that regardless of the background, regardless of our social class or our position, what are the most important things that every of us should focus in improving as well as cultivating and nurture in this 21st century, especially in this era?
Oh, I just think things are changing in this era and very fast because of a number of things. The gap of generation is one thing. Second thing is technology, including AI. Third thing is people rethinking our perceptions and approaches every day. Something already accepted in the past now are changing, maybe open for discussions, and people have different ideas. A lot of, for example, globalization has been something that everybody agreed. But nowadays they are rethinking globalization. It's not good, it's bad, and we have to fight against it. But others said, because of globalization, that we can bring the world together, and everybody is part of that one already. So my suggestions for you is that, number one, you have to always adapt yourself to the changes of the world and to the changes of the country and to the changes of yourself. Today you are 20, next year you will be 21. It will be different from that one. And point number two, I have always said that customize your stories. Make the world story, Vietnam story, your own story, so that you can share with other people's. Only your stories that you share will be received by the heart of the people. And third, certainly, people will tell you about skills, about the way you present things, but I will tell you, open mind, open approach will be the key thing in learning the skills. Thank you very much.